Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the High Moving Podcast. Buffalo Bills head coach Sean McDermott, you big dummy. Why is this story coming out 4 years later? Basically, who knows why, right? Maybe some people want to get McDermott out of the organization. But what I'm referring to is he made an analogy about 9/11 when trying to talk to his football team and basically talked about how the hijackers, communicated and everything. And he wanted to use that analogy to rile his team up about communication and plan of attack and stuff like that. Man, listen, I know in football using war analogies and stuff like that is very, very common, right? We're in the foxhole, we're in the trenches, you know what I'm saying? We got prepared for battle, But when you directly link it to probably the single worst terrorist attack tragedy on American soil, poor taste. Poor taste. Now, he apologized. He said he apologized then. He apologized. And he's apologizing and explaining it now, right? But, 9/11, listen, you play in the NFL. We know how much work the NFL has done to commemorate 9/11. Honor, when they play their games around, if not on September 11th or around September 11th, right? The NFL does a good job of salute to service, all those things, and honoring 9/11, everything, the families, the victims, everybody impacted, just from a national to global perspective, everything, man, and a lot of our society has changed a lot since then, right? And it's really one of those things is when you talk about 9/11, right, you better come correct. You better show some level of respect, because that can be a very triggering topic when you start to talk about the act itself and everything like that, right? It can be a very divisive topic when bringing it up, right? Now, how this got leaked, I don't know, right? But apparently there was some players still on the team at the time. So who knows? Did a player leak this? Who knows how this came out? Clearly the team is, they're 500-ish. They're struggling, right? Are they trying to get rid of Sean McDermott? Who knows? Will this help? Maybe. Also too, he's the head coach in Buffalo, New York, right? And it's in New York. All of New York, supports 9/11 tributes and have been impacted by 9/11, right? So this is just a bad look on Sean McDermott, right? Because this is a distraction. Your team is about to head on the road to the Kansas City Chiefs. Head on the road to play the Kansas City Chiefs, and this is what people are talking about. No excuses for Sean McDermott. It was stupid for why even bring that up in that manner to when you're talking about football. Out of all analogies and stuff you can use, you choose one of the more disgusting ones, right? And related to sports. Not good for Sean McDermott at all. Will he get a pass? Who knows, right? That's up to the Buffalo Bills if they want to keep him. He's done a fairly decent job since being there. Is this enough to question Sean McDermott going forward? I believe he's on a pretty big contract. So, yeah, but it's just not good timing, right? The team hasn't really been playing its best football. This gets leaked out. Big distraction. Could you lose this game in Kansas City? Now you're down. Now they'll be down. They're 6-6, I believe. Now they'll be 6-7 or whatever. And it's just kind of like all this. See, when you're not winning and performing, this happens in sports, not just with Sean McDermott. We've seen this time and time again when a team is not winning, when a player is not performing, whatever little things start to leak out, that are not good. Why this came out 4 years later, who knows, right? That's a whole separate discussion as to, or someone can find out why. I don't know. But he is definitely on a big hot seat. And listen, we're in a society of people want forgiveness and stuff like that. Okay, that's up to us if we want to forgive him. But it's really, how the NFL is going to want to view this whole situation. NFL can't really do much. What he said is not, in a lot of cases, could be a foul offense, but that's up to the Buffalo Bills, though, man. But again, just a terrible analogy, not smart at all. Out of all analogies, again, you picked just the most stupidest one that you can think of. And using the terrorists, like, I can understand if he was talking about, hey, you know, on 9/11, the firefighters and the first responders, they coordinated to rally to try to help and aid, and they had great communication, right? We want to go there and effectively attack a situation in terms of provide, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have used the first responders in your analogy, so I don't know, man. But it's just terrible to relate, to use the hijackers of the community. Just awful. But hey, you know, this is our society now. Free speech. It is what it is, man. I'm sure his job is safe, but again, I mean, I wonder if it was a different kind of coach. I wonder, you know, how people would have taken this, and would he be, you know, let go? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.